Hi, everyone. Welcome to today's Daily Spirit Lift. It is the Wednesday of Holy Week. Today we are looking at what Mark tells us happened on the Wednesday of Holy Week, Mark 14:1 through 11. Two events punctuate the Wednesday of Holy Week. The first is when Jesus is in Bethany, which is his home away from home when he's in Jerusalem. He doesn't stay in Jerusalem itself, he stays in Bethany, which is just a short walk away. He stays with someone called Simon the leper, and a woman comes in and takes an alabaster jar of expensive ointment, breaks the jar, and pours it on Jesus' head, anointing him, as Jesus says, she did this to prepare for my burial. And that's the first thing, and that sort of scandalizes some people. Very expensive perfume. Seems like an extravagant, wasteful gesture. The second thing that happens on Wednesday is Judas Iscariot, and Mark tells us, as often Mark does in his gospel, with an economy of words. He doesn't go into a great lot of detail. Judas Iscariot went to the chief priests to betray Jesus to them. They were delighted to hear this and promised to give him money. So he watched for an opportunity to hand him over. It's easy for us to identify in the story with the woman with the alabaster jar. That's who we want to identify with. She's the hero in the story. And I wonder about that, though. Today I had some errands I had to run, and I was on Shady Avenue in Pittsburgh, and I wasn't quite paying attention to what I was doing. And I ended up in front of the Tree of Life Synagogue, where a white supremacist back in October a few years ago massacred several people. I forget the exact number, who were there for worship. And this white supremacist was radicalized by his friends that he made on the internet. And as I drove past that today and saw the building still closed, there were memorials out front reminding us of the terrible evil that happened there that day. And I wonder how many times we've been in the presence of evil and we've just let it slide. How many times we have heard some of the same comments that this murderer heard on the internet, and we let it slide. We heard someone say a comment about a particular ethnic group we didn't like, a particular person we don't care for. I'm always careful about dwelling too much on the negative, because I think sometimes we can if you've been following my other spirit lifts, I believe there's a lot of strength in training your brain to think positively and with gratitude. But I also think, I'm enough of a realist to know that there's a shadow side to all of us. There's a side to all of us that's lazy, or that's hateful, or angry, or confused, that's violent, that's a Judas. And so I wouldn't encourage us this week to stick with Judas. After all, he's not the point of the story, and it's only told here in this particular passage, just in a couple of verses. But I would spend some time speaking with God about the Judas part of yourself. Where's the moment, God, where I have dropped the ball, where I have let evil go by uncommented on, where I have contributed to evil, where I have done something that I'm deeply ashamed of and embarrassed by? And I believe in a God who is strong enough, able enough, rich enough in grace to bring us from the Judas place to a place of great devotion for Jesus, to the place of the unnamed woman with the alabaster jar. Just naming those Judas spots in your heart, just naming them, confessing them to God, will help, I believe, move you to a new place, a new discovery, a new wholeness. And that's what we look for in Jesus on the cross, and in Jesus in the last hours and days and minutes of his life. Love you all and miss you all. I'll do another one here tomorrow about Maundy Thursday, and I'll try to go all the way through Holy Week here. Hope you're all doing well, and look forward to seeing you in church, seeing you here electronically if you're far away. Know that we're thinking of you. Blessings, everybody.